What's up, everybody? It's the Tabletop Tyrant, and today we're going to do a Tamurkhan's Horde update and talk about the lack of beard. So what's good, everybody? So last time you guys saw me, I had a beard. I no longer do. Since then, I've lost about 50 pounds, and I kind of wanted to see what my face looked like without any facial hair. For anyone that cares, I'll be quick about it. I just didn't drink soda anymore. I started splitting meals with my wife, so when we cooked, I just had half. And I did some cardio, nothing too crazy, and if I didn't work out, I just ate less. So, and I also stopped eating around like 7 o'clock at night and just drank water. So for anyone that cares about that, that's how I went about that one. Now, Tamurkhan's Horde, what we all clicked on this link for. So let's talk about how I built the list. I ended up doing some changes to get me up to a few points. I'm going to talk about what I'm going to add on to the list going in the future. I want to talk a little bit about how the army performed as itself, and I'm going to talk about the Forsaken, how I got this green, because Forsaken will be getting showcased next week. So, Tamurkhan's Horde, it's pretty decent. Here's my army right here. You can see it. I ended up taking a unit of 6 bile trolls, and I know 2 units of 3 would probably be better, or like a unit of 4, but it's Tamurkhan's freaking Horde, so if I'm not hoarding stuff up, I ain't playing it. After that, I ended up taking a Warpfire Dragon, which the Warpfire Dragon was super awesome, but I'm really unfamiliar with the rules, so like I missed a magic phase with it because I forgot I made it a sorcerer, and then I missed a shooting phase because I forgot it had a shooting attack. The one thing I will say is really quirky about it, I don't know why they didn't give it a breath weapon, and they gave it a stone thrower attack, because it throws me off, but hey, you know what? I can't complain a whole lot. The warriors with great weapons, I got about 24 of them. They were so garbage to build. Now, the regular kit's fine. You know, the 2 halves, you put them together. But, dude, those great weapons are a pain in the ass. Now, when I did this a long time ago, I never would buy the upgrade kits because they were Finecast, and I had such bad luck when I first got back into this hobby with Finecast that I didn't want to chance it any more than I had to. So now that they were pewter, I was like, all right, I'll give it a whirl. Great weapons are cool, very Nurgle, go last, it's tight. Yeah, some of the axe heads would break off when I was pushing it, and I would look inside, and they had like little pockets of air in the axe head. So it was really odd. I got to go through, put some green stuff in it, pin it, whatever, no big deal. But another thing I also didn't like was you have to bend the haft around some of the torsos. Now, I don't know if any of you guys had this issue, or maybe it's just me and I suck, but I had to go through and do that. Now that they're built, I'm happy. I look forward to throwing some paint on them. The Forsaken, unit of 20. I ran them 6x4, but I only had 2 in the back rank. The front rank would average around like 10 attacks, which was cool. They have ensorcelled weapons, so they're AP1 because their mutations count as hand weapons. I rolled on the poison chart, it did really well, and then I rolled on the killing blow chart, it did not do very well, and I was going against Tomb King, so they held 2 units and then eventually broke and got run down, but not before the bile trolls could go in there and kick some teeth down someone's throat. So it was good. It was nice seeing the bile trolls act how I wanted them to. Overall, the game was extremely fun. I love the list. Is it meta? No, it's not meta. Is infantry the way to go? No. The great weapons obviously completely underperformed when it came to dishing out attacks, which I knew it would, but it was fun. I had a good time with it, and that's the most important thing. Just play a little laid back list. One thing I will say that I was completely perplexed with, Tamurkhan, I run as a Chaos Lord on Dragon. Yeah, he was rough, but the rest of my list was kind of cream puff, so it wasn't too bad. I took a Jabberscythe for mercenaries, and it had the little maddening special rules, so like people fail a leadership test, they take like D3 wounds, or what is it, strength 3 hit or some shit. I gotta relook at it, but it didn't do anything. It never went off. Everyone passed their leadership, and it was just cool to have it on the table. I always thought this kind of looked like a Nurgle monster. So I want to talk about what I'm going to add. I'm going to go through, I got the Plague Toad models. I 3D printed him from E-Man-G before he got, hit with the cease and assist, and then freaking hit with the lawsuit. I hope he's doing well. I ended up 3D printing them because the other Plague Toads that Forge World makes, I'm not going to pay like all this money to get my hands on out of print models that are frumpy looking. Like they're just like, they look just wrinkled. Like when you crumple up paper. I don't know. I've never liked those Plague Toads. I think they look like Like I said, frumpy. That's not even a word, but I made it up for this one. So yeah, now let's talk about the Forsaken. I started painting the Forsaken. I got this green done on him. I'm going to talk about how I did the green, and hopefully by next week I'll have it showcased. It's really gratuitous to paint units if you guys do. So what I try to do is I'll paint a unit and then I reward myself with a character. So I'll probably paint the Warpfire Dragon or like the Nurgle Sorcerer after this one and just go ham on it. So anyways, on to the green. So I started with basing it with dark silver from Pro Acryl, and I go through and I painted about every model, so all 20 of them got this treatment. I quickly went into a transition with the silver paint from Pro Acryl, which, I mean, if you need the Citadel paints, Iron Warriors for dark silver and Stormhost silver for silver would work perfectly fine. I noticed that they have more mica flakes, so you get more of a shine, and I went with Pro Acryl because I wanted a more muted green metallic shimmer to it. And then all that green is it's just Militarum contrast paint with 25% water. So what I mean by that is if you take 3 drops, you drop 3 drops of contrast into the airbrush, drop 1 drop of water in there. And you don't need to airbrush it, I just did, but you can actually just paint it over the panels. And because we're not doing anything like tanks and stuff, you'll get a similar result. Now, I was on the verge of thinking about sponging on some brown and then doing some chipping and stuff, but I ended up not, because I'm going to go through with oils and pin wash and do a little bit of build up and grime, and then I'll go through and do my chipping afterwards, because I kind of want to take my time on this unit. So that is going to be the way I end up taking it. Now, it's just a little update today for Tamurkhan's Horde. I just kind of wanted to get one out there. If you guys haven't noticed, I started doing some shorts for lore instead of mixing them in with videos. I want to go to more longhand lore videos, and then with the rules, if you guys have any questions on a unit profile or you want to see me break one down and do it like I did for this video right here to the top right, let me know and I will happily get that done for you guys. So yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I look forward to seeing you next week with hopefully 20 Forsaken done. Everybody keep it real, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace.